Any kind of trash thrown in small amounts, especially in places where it doesn't belong, is litter. Littering is a dangerous activity because it impacts the environment in multiple ways. Available data shows that 125 million tons per annum of municipal solid waste was generated in Africa in 2012, of which 81 million tons, that's 65%, was from sub-Saharan Africa. By 2025, this is expected to grow to 244 million tons per year. However, with an average waste collection rate of only 55%, that is 68 million tons, nearly half of all municipal solid waste generated in Africa remains within our cities, towns, dumped onto sidewalks, open field, stormwater drains, and rivers. Here are some of the main causes of littering. Presence of litter in an area. Research has proven a correlation between the presence of litter in a given area and the intentional throwing of litter at a particular spot. This research reveals that when someone sees litter already accumulated somewhere, it gives them the impression it's the right place to discard items. In most cases, it's either accidental or intentional. So, the next time you throw trash, be cautious of the environment and make sure you dump it in the right place. Construction projects. In the fields of civil engineering and architecture, construction projects involve the process that consists of tangibly assembling infrastructure. This is achieved by design, construction, and maintenance of the physical and naturally built environment, including public works such as roads, bridges, canals, dams, airports, sewage systems, pipelines, structural components of buildings, and railways. Some percentage of litter also comes from these construction projects. It's vital for civil engineers and architects to manage waste products from construction sites effectively. Pieces of wood, metal, plastics, concrete debris, cardboard, and paper are some of the common waste materials generated during construction. Laziness and carelessness. Laziness and carelessness have bred a culture of habitual littering. Typically, people have become too lazy and unwilling to throw away trash appropriately. Nowadays, it's easy to see pedestrians getting rid of waste on roadways and streets, or motorists throwing out garbage from their cars. Improper environmental education. Many individuals in Zambia are unaware of the negative environmental impacts of littering. As a result, people continue to throw litter anywhere. Low or no fines. The fines for littering in public government premises are pretty low, or there is no provision for fines at all. People stick to their littering behavior because they do not expect to get fined. This makes the public feel so free to dump waste anyhow. Litter adversely affects the environment and causes serious problems. Litter can contain objects that harm or cause physical injury to the people or animals. The trash can also provide the breeding ground for diseases and pass it through animals that eat them, thus encouraging the spread of pest species and diseases. If the trash collects water, it may also harbor mosquitoes that are known to spread malaria. Furthermore, toxic chemicals and disease-causing microorganisms in the trash may also contaminate water systems and spread waterborne diseases like cholera, diarrhea, typhoid, and scabies, which can negatively affect the health of both animals and humans if unclean or untreated water is consumed. Littered places just look gross and depreciate the aesthetic value of the surrounding environments. Similarly, it affects local tourism as it makes city areas and roadsides look so disgusting. The public and tourists tend to avoid areas that are littered because of health issues and unattractiveness. It also causes visual pollution and affects people's quality of life. Littering in a way can also contribute to air pollution. Well, locals try to burn litter as a way to get rid of it. Actually, the combustion process releases harmful substances contained in the litter mix such as carbon dioxide, nitrogen dioxide, sulfur dioxide, and smoke particles. Littering also pollutes soil in a way. Different types of waste may contain hazardous materials. For example, improper disposal of batteries can cause the soil to store harmful substances, which in turn contaminate groundwater since the harmful substances are washed through the soil during rainfall. Inasmuch as littering can be a problem in Zambia, there are possible mitigations that can be made to improve the overall situation. Putting in place strict laws that include punishment through fines, arrest, compulsory work, or just community service for careless littering in undesignated places would significantly contribute to the improvement of the overall ecological situation in the country. This can be achieved by increasing the number of people through local authorities engaged in controlling and fining littering. In addition, proper measures must be taken by the relevant local authorities to ensure more garbage bins are installed in various areas for effective garbage disposal. Putting up enough garbage bins in town centers, walking routes, public areas, and near bus stops, as well as fast food restaurants, offer convenience in the disposal and collection of litter. Anti-litter campaigns like Make Zambia Clean should be run at bigger events to raise awareness. Such campaigns can be incorporated on billboards, social media platforms, and newspapers to spread the message widely, just like politicians do when seeking public office. Campaigns speak a lot and provide relevant knowledge about the environmental costs of littering, eventually addressing some of the major problems. Education is crucial to mitigate the littering issue. Citizens need to know how their actions in their daily life affect the environment. There is an urgent need to make people understand that it is quite easy to avoid littering and thus contribute to protecting the environment. The waste of resources can be prevented by recycling, and it is possible to reuse many things thrown away as garbage. Both the local community and the overall environment can benefit from recycling materials instead of littering. It saves natural resources, landfill space, energy, clean air, and water, and conserves the environment. For example, glass can be taken from the bin to a glass treatment plant. The gas can be sorted by color and washed to remove any impurities. The glass can then be crushed and melted, and then molded into new products such as bottles and jars. Since plastic is non-biodegradable, plastic bottles can be collected, compressed, and packed into bales and shipped to a processing factory. With the help of advanced technology, it is possible to make clothing from used plastic bottles. This process is being done in many countries, like in Barcelona, Spain, and the recycling process is not complex at all. Once established in Zambia, this can create jobs for the local people and contribute positively to the government's treasury. Replacing plastic carrier bags with eco-friendly paper bags can also reduce littering. Paper can be taken to a recycling plant where it can be separated into different types and grades. The separated paper can then be washed with soapy water to remove inks, plastic film, staples, and glue. After processing, the new paper can be left to dry and then rolled up ready to be cut and made into new products. Collecting metals, processing them, and then eventually having them shredded and then melted in furnaces at high temperatures to produce blocks or sheets to be sold to manufacturers of metal products can be a good solution to recycle old metals. So far, Zambia is doing good in recycling scrap metal. Textiles, batteries, and electronics can also be either recycled or reused. In conclusion, the Zambian government, through the newly made Ministry of Green Economy and Environment, can harness all three types of recycling waste, namely mechanical, energy, and chemical recycling. Together, we need to work tirelessly in order to protect the environment. Let's hope the government help us make Zambia clean and healthy. What are your thoughts on why there is too much littering in most countries, and what are your suggestions on how such problems can be solved? Let us know in the comments. Thank you for watching.